I'm interested in music, fashion, entertainment, religion, girls. And basically one thing that underlines all of us is that we all want to be successful, and that's why you guys have been sitting here the whole day trying to get little nuggets of success from all the speeches. Alright, so yeah, one thing about these things are our interests, right? And these things is what makes us stand out. These things make up our lifestyle. Yeah. Now there are levels to this, right? So there's music, there's fashion and everything. I might like music, you might like music, but you might take it another step further. You might become a radio presenter, or you might become a disc jockey, or you might become a musician. Same with fashion. I might actually put up a fashion blog, and you might just sit there and just dress and look good. Yeah. So now when you pursue your interests like this, that's when it becomes passion, and that's when it becomes a part of your lifestyle. Now what I want to talk about here is basically like my life experience and how I blended my lifestyle with my career to become where I am today. Next slide, please. Alright, so now let's look at the world's greats, right? Like, these people follow their interests. So for example, when you're very interested in something, you do it because you love it. So like you're a photographer. You can spend your entire day looking for the best shots, going around the country trying to get the best shots without even paid because you love it. You can stay hours editing photos and stuff. So imagine you're actually being paid for that too. So do what you love. You're about to finish school, you're about to go out into the world. So you need to find a job that you love. You need to find something that you're interested in. So next, let's look at Steve Jobs, right? He was the CEO of Apple, and what do you think this guy is interested in? He's obviously not interested in girls or music or anything. He loves tech stuff, he loves geeky stuff, and he pursued this interest and this passion, so he finally created Apple. Yeah, next. Alright, and that's, you all know Jay-Z, right? That's Jigga, yeah. Jigga took rap to another level. Jigga made rap a business. I'm sure you've heard some of his lines where he says, yeah, I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. Because he's created that niche for himself. He's followed his interests, and he's turned into become his career. He's living his career now. Alright, next one. I don't know if you guys can identify this lady. Maybe the guys come from behind. But that's Serena Williams. Yeah. Also tennis. Awesome. Right now she's blown up. Even her sister has fallen back. Next. LeBron, you all know LeBron basketball. Oh sorry, this is cut off, but that's, I don't know if you can even identify from her eyes. Who's that? So that's Lupita Nyong'o, recently blown up to stardom. Awesome lady. Yeah, and the last one. Yeah. We all know Beyonce, right? Music, dance. She's amazing at her art. She's living a career. And like, was it Yamsechi when someone says that if she walks in here right now, like you actually have to pay to even see her. She's living a career. She loves what she does. She can, even if you don't pay her, she can still perform and enjoy herself because she loves her stagecraft. Yeah, next. So basically, what I'm going to tell you about my life and how you can shape your lifestyle around your career. Yeah. So where does the story even start from? Next. Yeah. Okay. So I love social media a lot. I love the interactions, the banter. I can just go online and just cause a lot of trouble and stuff. And basically, I started way back from High Five. I don't know if any of you were on High Five yet. So yeah, basically, I started on High Five, then moved to Facebook and Twitter. So about 2 years ago, I used to spend about 6 hours on Twitter. I used to just tweet. You know, there are different kind of people who tweet. There are the people who just read the tweets. And there are some people who just retweet their favorites, people's tweets. I don't know if they don't want to buy or something, but they just lay low. And there are people who drive the crowd online. They tweet, people follow them, they have a lot of followers and stuff. They're cosmetics and stuff. Anyway, so I was that kind of person, always tweeting, causing trouble. I used to actually have shows on Twitter where I could get like 200 retweets, 500 retweets in a day, and even during the week I'll still be getting retweets, people favoriting and stuff. And before I knew it, I was getting about 2,000 followers in a short while. All right, next. Okay, so this is the point where you all take out your phones and you follow me. I get like 300 more followers. All right, so it was one of those days. I was working on an ad agency then. I used to tweet a lot and it caused trouble. So I was there and some girl entered my DM. So she just sent me a message. She's like, "Oh, I love your tweets. Yeah, awesome." First, she asked for follow back, and I was, rushing small, but I followed back. You guys should follow back. We could help you. So she says, "Oh, she loves my tweets. She's heard that Vodafone is hiring someone for social media, and she thinks she's been following me for a while. And she thinks like I could actually do the job, so I should apply." So in my mind, I'm like, I've always had dreams of working for a big brand, a multinational. So I was like, this is awesome. Like, obviously, I'd like to apply. So I took the details and I applied. So, like some weeks later, I got a call from Vodafone that I had an interview. Wow, just for tweeting. So I show up at Vodafone, I'm wearing my shirt, my pants, tagged in, everything, and there are about 6 people sitting there, like, all suited up with their blazers and everything. They shot me alone, Charlie. I'm like, what is this? So I sit down and start interacting with them because I want to see what I'm up against. So I asked them, okay, like I started interacting with them, and some of them have online degrees in marketing, media communication degrees, not just in Ghana, like in the UK and stuff. Like they didn't come out to play. In my mind, I'm like, what do I have? Just 3,000 followers, some dirty tweets and stuff. How am I going to get this job? So, next. All right. Okay, sorry, go back. So, I go inside the room. I the basic, I was like the third person. I go to the basic interview phases. Like, they ask me, well, what do you do? Basic interview stuff, yeah. I was tense at the beginning, so the woman asked me, so what do you know about social media? I felt insulted. I'm like, I live there. Like, then I start bragging, start telling her I have 3,000 followers, even just my personal page does this. Maybe she said, what corporate page have you handled? And I'm like, oh, I've managed Echo's Facebook page, just Facebook, but my Twitter page. So she's like, what's your Twitter handle? And I said the Meister. And surprisingly, she was like, oh my God, my husband is always on your timeline. He'll be showing me your tweets. This guy is crazy. And she started telling the other panelists that, oh my God, like this guy, you should follow him. He has so many followers, his content, blah, blah, blah. And in my mind, I'm like, man, I'm the boss. Like, I've gotten this job already. So she's like, we'll see you in 2 weeks and everything. I left the room looking at the others, feeling like, yeah, you guys don't know what just happened. So, next slide. So from that day, that's when I started saying this every time. So I'm like, knowledge and theory without passion takes you nowhere, because you can learn everything in the world, you can have everything in your head. And there's some people who just sit there and feel like, I know this, but what are you doing about it? You're not pursuing that passion. You're not doing it with passion. So you can have all the knowledge there, but if you're not practical about it, you can't do anything with it. You get me? Alright, so yeah, I get the job. I start work, and Charlie, I want to show all my film. So in a short while, funny enough, we record in social media marketing history in Ghana. Like, we recorded the biggest corporate Facebook page growth in Ghana, and I joined when they had 30,000 likes, and I added 70,000 likes in 3 months. Organic growth. So now no page as just my content. So this is some of the contents we had. We had like what we call the best commentator. We did during the AFCON, so people were supposed, the fans were supposed to do the commentary. It was the biggest, highest engaging, one of the highest engaging posts. It actually got us nominated for an advertising awards program in Kenya called the Lorries. Even though we didn't win, but still we went far. Yeah, then I ran the Harlem Shake activation where we had for staff do Harlem Shake. Next. Yeah, and some other, I'm sure you've seen this around. Next. And the famous Apple a Day, I'm sure you guys know this. So 6 iPhones in 6 days, and we had over 10,000 followers on Twitter. Yeah. So after I got 100, we got 100K likes. Next. Yeah. Then we won our first award for Vodafone Ghana in social media. So organization with best social media presence. That's me showing off with the award. And not long after, I also got my own personal award next. So I was actually honored with the Vodafone Hero Award. And that's an award given to people for exemplary work and transformational work in Vodafone, because they transform the online pages. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, that's me with the CEO, former CEO. Yeah. So on that day, when they gave me the award, my former mentor and boss, Uchi, I'm sure you all know Uchi Ofodile, she picked the mic and she's like, it's not about, we're not giving you this award because of what you've done. We are giving you this award because of how you did it, because of the enthusiasm, the way I walk around with it, the way I'm so passionate about it, and I live the role. So it wasn't long before I was actually promoted to customer loyalty manager now. So my advice to you guys is, first of all, you need to start right. And when I say start right is, when you finish school, most of the time you're thinking, I need a job, I need a job, I need a job. So you just jump into anything. Or people are saying, the banking sector, they pay, the oil people come, money they do. But what do you really want to do? Like, it might be little, but if you do it well, you make progress. So you need to actually start right. Do something you're interested in. If you can't do something you're interested in, look for a job that will give you time to do something you're interested in. Alright. The next thing is to set goals. I have goals to be maybe a chief marketing officer or a brands manager, but it's not an instant thing. It's gradual. You set little short goals and you have a long-term goal. Before you know it, you've met these short goals, and when you look back, you realize that you've met the final goal that you push yourself to. Yeah, and the last thing is to be professional. Fine, live the job. Let the job be your lifestyle. But you know, when you're working, you have rules, you have codes of conduct and stuff. Living the job doesn't mean you come to work with your braids and you're smoking and you're acting all like, yeah, fine. Let your character show in the job. And once your character shows in the job, it gives you more leverage over other people. Don't be that guy who just comes to the office and occupies space. Bolare said, when you leave a company and they don't miss you, and they don't feel the impact that you gave in the company, then you've done nothing. So you actually need to be professional, create an impact, and yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, so we are so much behind time, and I'm sure we are all wowed by the presentation.